Welcome back. This month marks the 100th anniversary of the Equal Rights Amendment. However, now a century after the fight for equal rights, the amendment has not been enshrined in the Constitution. As Women's Month kicks off, ERA Coalition President and CEO Zanika Thomas joins us to discuss the history of the Equal Rights Amendment and why we need to protect those who still face discrimination. Thank you so much, Rika, for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. So let me know, what is the Equal Rights Amendment?
So the Equal Rights Amendment is an amendment to the U.S. Constitution that would guarantee protection against discrimination on the basis of sex. Right now, we have a patchwork of laws that are intended to protect us against sex discrimination. But as we saw in last year's Supreme Court decision, that's not a guarantee or against future erosion of our rights. The Supreme Court was able to wipe out 50 years of legal precedents and establish and rescind rights that we thought were guaranteed under our Constitution. If they're able to do that now, future Congresses and future courts can continue to do so if we don't take action now and enshrine sex equality in our Constitution today.
And what would the Equal Rights Amendment do, and why is it needed just as much today as it was, when this started 100 years ago?
So as you mentioned, the Equal Rights Amendment was first introduced in Congress 100 years ago, passed by both houses of Congress in a bipartisan effort 50 years ago. And in 2020, the last state needed to ratify the Equal Rights Amendment did so. And so now all that needs to happen is having it published in the Constitution. We've never been closer to having gender equality and sex equality in our Constitution. So right now, we're pushing to have the Equal Rights Amendment added because, as I said, our rights are being rolled back. But I want us all to think about the power of and the promise of an Equal Rights Amendment. It would empower Congress to create laws that would fight back against discrimination and protect against discrimination. It would give courts the tools they need to determine whether or not laws are in violation of those rights. And think of a broader picture. Like, imagine a world in which men and women are paid equally for doing the same work, where LGBTQ plus individuals don't have to worry about discrimination based on who they are, where all of us are protected equally under the law. I think that's a future that we can all get behind and that we all should, and understand the importance of the Equal Rights Amendment for that effort.
Absolutely. And I just want you to talk a little bit about how huge that would be. The Constitution is like the cornerstone to America, and having the ability or getting this passed to kind of make this change or add this amendment into the Constitution, that has to be huge.
Oh, it's huge. It's 100 years in the making, and we don't take that lightly. Over 78% of the country thinks that we should have an Equal Rights Amendment in our Constitution, that we should protect against sex discrimination, that men and women should be treated equally in the eyes of the law. Unfortunately, 73% of the country also thinks that we already have an Equal Rights Amendment. So I'm glad to be here today talking with your audience, because we need more folks to understand that the Equal Rights Amendment is not part of our Constitution, that equality is not guaranteed under the law and under our Constitution, and that it needs to be in order to protect our rights from being eroded further.
Yeah, and Zakia, thank you so much for being. Can you tell everyone where they can go, for more information, and where we can get all of, because I want to make sure everyone knows what is going on with this. Like you said, it's the 100th anniversary. I'm so excited to even bring this to everyone's attention. Where can they get more information?
You can visit our website, eracoalition.org, join the conversation on social media, and let's all do our part by calling our member of Congress and telling them that we want the Equal Rights Amendment. It's beyond time for us to enshrine sex equality in our Constitution.
I love that. Make sure those phones start ringing, people. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.